Hello everyone, this is Dr. Ali, and today we want to solve this challenge that there is a robot which is located in position 1 and 1. And we want this robot follow this green path. Basically, robot should go in the counterclockwise and stop at the position 6 and 6. In order to attack this problem, let's investigate this problem a little bit more to understand what algorithm should we follow in order to achieve this goal. First thing that I want you guys to notice is if you look at each two direction, let's say this purple path, both of these purple paths has the same size. So if a robot want to go from 1 and 1 position to 1 and 10, it needs to move 9 times. Same as this path. If a robot want to go from position 1 and 10 to position 10 and 10, it needs to move 9 times. But look at these two colors, blue ones. If the robot want to go from this position, 10 and 10, to 10 and 2, it needs to move 8 times. And the same for from this position to this position. So this is the first pattern that we see, that every two consecutive basically path or the direction have the same length. If you start from 1 and 1, these two has the same length. The blue ones has the same length. These light brown ones, they have the same length, the red ones, and so on. So this is the first pattern that we see there. The second pattern is whenever we want to turn, or whenever this robot want to turn to a new direction, it needs to turn left. For example, let's say this robot is moving in this direction and now it reached to this point and needs to go up, right? In order to do that, the robot in this cell needs to turn left. And I don't know, let's, for example, consider this path. Robot turning left, in this direction and reach to this position. And now needs to go down. In order to do that, robot at this point need to actually turn left in order to go down. So the takeaway from this slide is whenever the robots want to turn, it needs to turn left if we want to achieve this pattern. Okay, considering these two findings, let's start coding actually to see if we can solve this problem. So let me put this away and let's start coding here. Okay. First, we need to do this. We need to have basically a for loop or iteration that goes to 9, or let's say 10 iteration. And the reason for that is we have 10 basically rows or 10 columns, and then we need to each two of those direction basically consider one iteration. So that's why we need to have 10 basically iteration for I in range 10. And if you remember, I said we have a group of 2 directions. So if I say j in range 2, it means that each 2 direction, now I need to actually move the robot in that direction that we have. So it's better actually if we do this range 10, this I starts from 0 to 9. But if you look at this pattern that we have, first the robot starts from 9 steps, and then 9 steps toward right, 9 steps toward up, then 8 steps toward left, 8 steps toward down, and so on. So the starting iteration index should be 9, not 10. So to modify that, I can simply say go from 9 all the way to 0 and -1. So this one starts from 9 step, then the next iteration it would be 8. So this is basically the starting point, this is the end point, and this is the step. Basically now we are going descending. We're going from 9 to 0, and at each iteration we minus this 9 with just one step and go from 9 to 8 and so on. And then we need to move this robot in that direction as many as I times. So basically, if I just define a new variable k in range, let's call it I here, just move, right? So first iteration of this outer loop, I is 9, and we want to move this robot first 9 times in this direction. Then when this inner loop finish, it means now we want to go up. So I just simply need to turn left here. Because first 9 steps, we are at one direction. Then as I said, the next direction that robot want to go, we need to turn left. So that's why I put the turn left at the end of finishing the move of the robot in one direction. Then we turn left, means that we change the direction, and then we go to the next direction as many as the number of steps that we have is 9. Then we go to the next 2 directions, which is this one and this one, and so on. This will continue till we reach to the end of it. So let's run this code to see if it's working or not. So it goes right. I expect here is turn up. Goes all the way up. Then I expect it comes all the way to here. And then go all the way to here. Then right here. Go up all the way here. All right, it seems it's working. Till it reaches the end point, let me actually brief you the next challenge. So this is what we solve right now. The next challenge is modify this code that I wrote here in order to this robot goes in the counterclockwise. Basically start this spiral, goes up, turn right, left, and goes in the reverse direction that what I solved here. So that is the next challenge that we want to solve. There we go. We reach to the end, and it just follow the same path that I showed at the beginning of the session. So that's it for today. If you have any comments or any question, please leave it down below, and stay tuned for the next sessions. Have a great day, everyone.